Right, okay, when we're back in the room. Greetings and salutations to you people of the interweb. What a glorious start that is. Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs, and welcome to this year's Top 10 Transformers of 2018. Yes, here we go, Lucas. This is for you. We're going live. Top 10 Transformers of 2018. So we're going to start off with some honourable mentions, as it were. These are things that are not necessarily Transformers. This list, let's qualify. This is my top 10 Transformers, characters, toys, figures of 2018. So these are all Transformers from the Transformers lore, not necessarily first party. There's quite a lot of third party trash here. Mostly third party trash. Qualify that. But they're all what we would say is 2019. It's 2018 now. It's 2018 then. Yes, the other day. These are the best figures of 2018. 2019, we don't know yet, do we? Right. So they're not all some honourable mentions. Let's do that word. Optimus Prime, number 25. This is the end of the IDW's comic book. The first Transformers comic book continuity. And well played, IDW. This is a fitting end to a comic book series that I have really enjoyed over the last few years. It's fair to say, I think that the Transformers fiction is a lot, and lore is a lot deeper and is a lot more fleshed out, and the characters have a lot more levels than they did before they started. And I think the fan base has widened. I think I have become a better person because of this comic book. And it's a fitting end, beautiful end, and I think just well played. So I wanted to put that as an honourable mention. So it's not, obviously it's not a Transformers figure, but it's Transformers related. And yeah, fair play to them. Really good. Next honourable mention goes to this. This big cat. This is MMC's Mastermind Creations, something or another it's called. Mag something. It's the Lynx part of Skylinks. It's a heavy, big brick of a thing. It's an honourable mention because, well, they've released it in 2 parts, and the second part hasn't come out yet. So, you know, maybe next year, mate. It's like having an actual pet. So another honourable mention goes to, this is Bike Robot DX Deluxe. Fantastic sculpt, fantastic figure, fantastic transformation. He's a GoBot. So he's not getting in, but you know, there's no room at the door for a GoBot. I'm on the top list, the top 10 Transformers. But he is worth talking about because he's just an absolutely belter of a figure. Action Robos, Bike Robo DX. Ooh, psycho, lovely. And another bike making it into the honourable mentions is this unrustable bastard. Again, fantastic transformation, fantastic articulation, great sculpt. He's not a Transformer. He's a new property, their own. Oh, sneezing. Sorry, headphone users. Right, whoa. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. All the accessories, everything that comes with this guy is top notch. He's not a Transformer, he shouldn't be treated as a Transformer. He's his own intellectual property. That's why he's not making the list of top 10 Transformers, but he's worth talking about because I think this is one of the most important transforming action figures to have come out this year. It's Shane seems to be struggling a little bit to get the next Kickstarter off the ground. It seems, but hopefully that'll come about soon. But I think this is one of the most important figures that's come out this year. Absolutely lovely. And last for honourable mentions before we get into the meat and potatoes of this top 10 is this. This is a commission from K-Zama, the artist from Optimus Prime. Got this commission. Well, it arrived slightly after TF Nation. It's kind of a G2 stylized impactor, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna get a frame for this. I also got this from Nick Roach at TF Nation. It's also worth talking about. Nice picture of cup. So that's the honourable mentions. So let's talk about what we've all come for now. That's the top 10 figures of 2019, 2018. Yeah. So number 10, Siege. Flywheels, Skytread, whatever he's called. Names are important. Absolutely brilliant figure. Love it. How they've they've taken the Duocon concept, fleshed it out. It doesn't have two robot modes like separate robots modes like they did with the Battle Trap, but he's a solid. The colours are pretty much perfect, and just after Power of the Primes, the first wave of Power of the Primes turned me off mainline Transformer figures, and with the help of getting into that first wave of Siege figures, it's really switched me back on. And I think it's also the secular nature of Transforming collection, whereas I had been looking at the moment for Transformers that are also display pieces in a way. I've kind of gone back around on that, and I'm just liking the idea of buying a load of fiddle toys, and this is a nice Siege line is really nice for all this fiddle. I just really like all the sculpt and stuff on this guy, so that's why here's number 10. Not really thought this out too well, what order actually doing things in. I've definitely got a top 3. And then number 9. This is Fans Project Servo Core. Is the steel core repaint, remold in sort of a Grimlock style colour with a big honking chainsaw and Wolverine claws. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Love all the imagination that's gone into that. So number 8, we will go for this is Magic Square's Strongman. Not to be confused with Strong Guy from X Factor. Now this, while it doesn't quite, it's a bit too G1 cartoon to really tickle my aesthetic taste buds. However, the articulation, the transformation, just the engineering that's really gone into this to make this legend scale figure that is pretty goddamn perfect. It has to be admired. It's just, I kind of wished it was just a little bit more, had a bit more of its own design aesthetic, a bit more of a kind of a modern eye on it rather than it being so G1 cartoon. But I know a lot of people are into that G1 cartoon look, so this for you is a belter. Absolutely, such a dynamic little guy. So yeah, talking of that, let's go for this guy. This is Fans Project Snarl. Finally, this is the year Fans Project have finished off the Dinobots, their Lost Exo Realm squad. And this guy, he's pretty cool. I know a lot of people have had complaints with him, especially like this hood thing there. I think it adds a little flair to him, a little touch that, you know, a bit of extra regalia into his robot mode and says, look at me, I'm a Dinobot. I mean, we don't complain whenever they put, you know, the Triceratops head over Slag's, you know, mode, because that's how the character looks. But to add this little extra hood on there, I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I like it. And I think just to finally finished off a chuggish range of Dinobots has really made me happy. So that's why he is in whatever number I've assigned him in my top 10. We're keeping count. Of course we're keeping count. So yeah, next up, we're going to look at this guy. This is Striker Manus. No, it's not Striker Manus. This is Thunder Manus. Obviously, what am I thinking? This is Thunder Manus, the Thunder with the mana. Yes, it's a Power Optimus Power. That's who it is. Obviously, it's a Power Master Optimus Prime. We're live. We're not editing. Even when we're not live, we don't edit either. Yeah, so it's Power Master Optimus Prime. Again, this is what I like about Transformers, is it's taking a character and giving it just some extra little bits of redesign and detail and stuff like that. That's what really floats my boat. And I think the cross-dimension line and, you know, that type of line of Transformers is where I get my enjoyment from as a collector. And so this guy really tickles that barrel, because I like Jinrai. Jinrai as a character in Master Force, he's one of my favourite Optimus Primes, though he's not really an Optimus Prime. So yeah, and this representation of him is just the angles and stuff like that really please me. And that's why he is also that number that I've assigned him, that we've not completely lost track of whatsoever. Next up is let's think. We're thinking. We've done this. Number 6. Right. There, I got it. Oh, look at this tiny boy. New Age Bumblebee. It would be higher if his tyres moved. But that is just a lovely, just little sculpt. If we get a little, just comparing to a deluxe for a second. Look at that. Look at that tiny boy. We've done just such a fantastic job of making this. And that is why he's number 6. He's dynamic. He's posable. He transforms really well. It's just his wheels don't move. And that's kind of just the only thing that's holding him back. But he's such just a little precious little thing. Precious little thing he is. So that's why he's number 6 in the Top 10 Transformers of 2018. Next up. Siege Sideswipe. Again, dynamic. Great sculpt. Sexy. Cyberpunk car mode. He's a sideswipe, so you know that always, for me, you know, pumps a figure up the lists. It's one of probably on my first Autobot car that I ever received. You know, I just love the idea of the transforming Lamborghini back in the 80s. So that's why he's always, you know, he's never done pretty much anything in the fiction. But he didn't need to, because he looks so good. Because the fiction was designed to sell toys, and I believe this toy was already selling. So yeah, really, really love all the head sculpts, the transformation. I think the only side thing letting him down is I think he's got the worst weapon in Siege. It's just this tube and rocket with the peg sticking out of it. That's like kind of just one weapon, whereas everyone else has like several weapons. But you know, it's not like it's a line that's not designed where you can actually buy extra weapons for your figures. So, yeah, Siege Sideswipe coming in at number 7. So we're getting into the top 3, 2018 now. Ba 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 ba. So number 8, Iron Factory's War Giant. Yeah, it's a combiner. We're putting a combiner in there. You know, we're not doing them all individually. What a machine this is. Seriously. The problem I've always had with combiners, both first party and third party, is there seems to have been this race for size. To try and make them bigger and bigger and bigger, and it just becomes one of those things where they're not always going to be good. They're not always going to be good. They're not always going to hold up. They're not all hold up. You know, they'll fall apart. They'll have loose parts. The engineering that goes into them is never particularly perfect, and even when it is, you can't really be that dynamic with them. For fear that they will, you know, tear themselves apart if you put, you know, the balance off on them just by a little bit. By doing it at a legend scale, it's made one of the most well put together, one of the most dynamic, one of the most sexiest, one of the most combiners you can hold in one hand that you know that has ever been made. You know, a little bit of a wobble there, but whew, he's trustworthy. Not the character, but yeah, this is just an absolute beast of a figure in a legend scale. So he looks. Let's bring New Age Bumblebee. Oh, isn't that is just fantastic. That's great, and that's why he is number 8, because he's just an amazing figure. Amazing, just Iron Factory constantly making me happy this last year. Number 9. Coming number 9. Your time is up. Masterpiece Dinobot. Oof. It's currently the most expensive Transformer I own. I think so. He might not be in the next couple of coming in days. I'm not entirely sure what paid for what. But yeah, this is... I'm still amazed that this exists. Yeah? It's just a beautiful sculpt. It's got all this stuff going on. It actually transforms. It actually turns into a Velociraptor. Amazing. They've just done such a fantastic job on this. You know, the head sculpts of both the robot mode and the Velociraptor mode. The articulation in this mode. There's some articulation in the Velociraptor mode. He's got some gaps. There's some compromises that have been taken. But it still looks belting. It still looks great. I think the head sculpt on the Velociraptor mode is sublime. So yeah, it's been a good year, and this is number 9. Or number 2, sorry. How do we do this? Is it number 2? Is it number 2? I think we've gone from 10 to 1, and then we've ended up going from 1 to 10 halfway through this video. It's been getting very confusing. Anyway, this is the second best Transformer I have purchased this year. Number 2. numbers. Fun with maths, people, on this year's top 10 Transformers of 2018. So coming up, number 1. This guy, this is Iron Factory's Saigunu, or some other mostly unpronounceable name. It's Jetfire. It's a Legend scale Jetfire. Again, Iron Factory have really upped the game. They were already pretty much my favourite third-party Transformers company. And this year, they have really outdone themselves. Jetfire is not one of my go-to characters. He's not one of my fave. Like, hey, yeah, that's my favourite character, that guy. He isn't. At all. I find him quite boring, to be honest with you. I think that, you know, he had that gimmick of he once was a Decepticon, then he became an Autobot. But he was always a nice guy, so it was never kind of... It was like, yeah, I don't know why that guy did join the Decepticons, however briefly, for a bit, you know, both in the comic books and in the cartoon. And in preceding comic books, it's always kind of, that's always Jetfire's thing. That, you know, he's in the Decepticons, then he joins the Autobots. There's other characters have done the alliance switching a lot better than he has. But there's some stability difficulties here. We're surrounded by action figures. Yeah, but saying that, so really the prospect of getting a Jetfire figure, I was like, oh yeah, fair enough, he looks good, so I'll get him, but you know, he's not my favourite character. The posability of this figure, the fit and feel of this figure, the intelligent decisions like making interchangeable hands, you know, for a figure of this scale. The use of paint, translucent materials, all these accessories he gets. Again, how they've sculpted it to maximise this articulation, you know, of head joints, shoulder joints, several shoulder joints, bicep swivels, wrist swivels, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, ab crunches, thigh rotations, thigh cuts, feet, ankles, heels, everything. Just such passion and ability and talent has gone into making this figure. And that's why he's the number 1 figure of 2018. And that's what at the end of my list. Hopefully, we'll get more figures at this caliber. But I'm also glad that we're now getting figures of this caliber from the Hasbro mainline. It's, again, beginning to look like another fantastic year is starting for Transformers. 2018 has been... I think I might have bought slightly less figures than usual, but they've all been really good quality. There's not been that many. When I look back at which are the worst figures that I've bought, they've not been that bad. So there's no point doing a top 10 or worst 10. There's no point doing that. It's been a great year. There's been some great figures. Both are all Transformers characters, and 2 that are also non-transforming characters, and new prospects of, you know, new companies making their own lore and stories and figures and characters that also fit that transforming theme. Yeah, so we're living in interesting times, and hopefully, you know, we'll continue to get some fantastic figures. But until then, remember, you can like this video, put your thumbs up. You can comment. You can subscribe. You can ding my bell so you know when I'm going to start a live show. I've not even mastered the art of actually doing things a schedule. I'm not a schedule kind of guy. I'm kind of I just like to pick some up and get on with it. But hopefully you've enjoyed this list. I've certainly enjoyed collecting these figures this year. Until then, I've been me, you've been you, and together we can make this world a better place. So, party on, everyone. Be excellent to each other. Party on. Whatever I say at the end of these videos. And until then, I'm going to say it again. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. Because we deserve it. We're going to a bumper la fist, shall we? Oh, this one. Let's bring in the new year with a left, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!